Hello? Hopefully this is working. This is my first time being on my own. Hopefully this is working. Okay, it is. Yay! Hi, Gentilly Lace. Thank you. I'm on my own today, so they left the children alone to play. A perfect recipe for Halloween craziness and fun. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really appreciate everyone who came out to support us today on our right. As you know, oops, wrong side. As you know, we have our scary story competition going. And just a reminder for anyone who's joining us, it's 500 words or less about a secret. And you could submit it to our website on semistagesofthepages.com. And there'll be a winner. We'll read it here, right here, live on YouTube, and we'll have gift certificates, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Hello. I know Anthony's going to enter, so I'm excited to read your story. So welcome to our check-in writing activity today, where we're going to be productive and creative. As I was getting ready for this stream, I was thinking all about October and how much fun we have with Halloween and the spooks and the ghouls, and how it's the time of year where we celebrate the darkness. And I was thinking how appropriate that is for writers, because our characters truly come into their own, not when they're faced with glory and acceptance and great times, but when they're in the darkness. And so I thought, what a good lesson for us in our real lives. And also, I just love the idea that Halloween celebrates some of the hardest things that people face, and also like gives us kind of a rush. And so I just want to know in the chat, why do you think that people seek out scary stories and scary like movies? That's my warm-up question. What is it that draws us to the very things that we fear? What do you think? Everybody's like, I don't know. Well, I was thinking about it, and I think that not only do people like to be like jarred out of their real lives, but it's a time of like reflecting on our mortality. Oh, I like this. I suspect it might be because we care and we want our situation to be better. Oh, I really like that, Gentilly Lace. Thank you. I agree with that. And I also think it might be like the leaves are falling off the trees and we're getting ready for the death of winter. And so it's really reminiscent of a time when, of course, nature is dying and things are dying around us. And so humans are really connecting with their mortality and finding interesting ways to like make amends with it and celebrate it, which is what we get to do with our scary story contest. So with that, today we're going to get started, and I want to set, another one might also be an aspect of knowing you walk away from it. Ooh, I love that. Oh my gosh, that blew my mind away. Yes, that like you're going to face hard things or scary things are coming, but it's the relief. Ooh, I like that. So just like in our stories, that's like a huge aha moment. Thank you, Yebsi. That's like genius. So in our stories, we take the more intense it is, the more wrapped up in the story we get, the more excited we are in the resolution because we get the release that we walked away, we survived it, we journeyed into the unknown with our characters. What a great thing to focus on as we get ready to start our writes. And with that, it's going to be time to start our 15-minute write. So as we begin, please tell me in the chat what you will be working on, and we'll get started. We're going to write for 15 minutes or create or bake, cook, or do whatever. That is our bell. So right on time, here we go. And there it is. Oh my goodness. How did we do? Hi, Mom. Oh, we're so glad that you popped in. That was wonderful. I hope everyone enjoyed the music. Nobody responded, so I don't know if you can even hear it, but hopefully that you did. I had a really great time as I was writing, thinking about your comments. Gentili Lace and Yepsi and Anthony had me really thinking about walking away from something, as Yepsi put it, and seeing ourselves in a different situation. Thank you for telling me the music is good. I appreciate it. And it got me thinking about this use of like light and shadow in our ability to be grateful for things. So like beyond the page. So when we're in our break, a lot of times we stretch and we move and we get a drink, and please do that because we're in a break. So do whatever you need to do. But one of my favorite things to do, especially in the fall when things start to get darker and a little more bleak, and I don't know about a lot of you, but my work schedule gets pretty rough in the fall. And I think, yay, KJ got editing done. Yupsy, look at that. This is awesome. You guys are getting stuff done. So that goes right along with what we're going to use our break for. So our break today is going to be for shadowed things we are grateful for. So what are some things in your life that you can either share it in the chat, you can hold it in your heart, whatever you're feeling. But I do want to take a moment for us to just have a gratitude break. There's been a lot of research that shows that just simply being grateful for 3 things every single day and sharing them with a gratitude partner can drastically help your mental health and can lighten your home environment. In fact, some studies suggest, there's a researcher out of Stanford, there hasn't been a lot of studies to correlate what he said, but his original research suggested that something as simple as sharing 3 things a day with your partner can be as drastic of a mental health shift as taking medication. So I'm not sure about that, but I think it's an interesting proposition. And since it's October, what kind of shadowed things are you grateful for? I personally am grateful for vampires because I think vampires are amazing. I was a huge fan of the Anne Rice trilogy and the movies. I had fake fangs, and the truth is, I literally in college would put them in and bite all of my friends, like just little bites, but I literally bit my friends. And it was hilarious, super funny, immature, and wonderful for that time in my life. So I'm so grateful for vampires and just this imaginative idea of connection. It's Canadian Thanksgiving today. That feels like a light thing and a dark thing to be grateful for. I love that. That's amazing. I didn't even know Canada had Thanksgiving. You have to tell us more about that. That's a really good fact and also something to be grateful for. The second thing I'm grateful for is all of you in the chat. Thank you. And who are watching, thank you so much for being here and being creative with us. I really appreciate it. And the third thing I'm grateful for is that good Dark Night of the Soul movies, or not movies, but good Dark Nights of the Soul in any kind of creative work. So like if I'm watching a movie or I'm reading a book, or even I'm talking with my friends in a story, I love that the Dark Night of the Soul kind of breaks down the character and causes us to really connect and reflect before it builds us back up. And that really, I was really thinking about that because of what you guys put in the comments and how powerful it is. This idea of redemption, of surviving, of making it. It's awesome. I'm going to read a couple. I'm grateful for authors with creative takes on death. Ooh, yeah. Wow. That's amazing, especially when they like personify death. That's really interesting. Ooh, that's really brilliant. I wouldn't have thought of that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm grateful for my girlfriend. Oh, yay. That's like the best one. Okay. And with our gratitude in our hearts and an appreciation for both light and shadow, that is our bell. And we're going to do 15 more minutes of sprinting to create whatever it is we need to be creating. Here we go. 1 minute left. Yay, we did it! Congratulations! Okay, time for our stretching. So, everybody, if you are interested, get up and get a glass of water, something to drink, stretch your shoulders, your back. Tell me in the chat. I want to know how your session went. Mine was great. In fact, I want to stretch your imagination a little bit. And I found a quote I wanted to share with you about light and shadow. It's by Walt Whitman, who's a famous American poet, as I'm sure you all know. And I just love this quote. I think it's kind of my theme for today. Never fear shadows. They simply mean there's a light shining somewhere nearby. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. I don't know who needs to hear that today, but if you're having a hard time in your life, just remember there's light shining somewhere nearby, and these shadows are going to fall behind you. Whenever I write, I get really tense in my neck. So I always have to stretch. So we can stretch our neck. Time to change music. Okay, so hopefully you're coming down from your right. You're feeling good. We have about 4 more minutes, about 3 more minutes left in our stretch. And so we're thinking about light and shadow in our lives and in our writing, thinking about tension between what we want people to know, what we don't, what we want to fear, how we're going to build that. And in our bodies, we should be thinking about tension too. Where is the tension building? Maybe in our shoulder, like I was saying before, my shoulders, my tension always builds, and then I get all achy and grouchy, and I become a momster, as my kids say. They call me a momster when my back's all out and I'm grouchy. So rub your shoulders, maybe up and down. I'm going to do 3 circles. Release a deep breath. I was looking at the bats on this screen for my screensaver, and I was thinking about how cool bats are because they sleep upside down in that really unique position, and how they like go into the darkness to find their peace and their quiet. And I love that idea of like going back into the womb. And I know at least one of you, if you want to share in this stream, is pregnant and is going to be giving birth really soon, which is absolutely amazing. And like, what an interesting time for like to come out of the darkness and to have that unique perspective. Yep, there you go. Yep, she's like, the darkness is literally sitting on my bladder. I don't know, when I was pregnant with one of my babies, I had that issue, and if I pushed up on my belly, it made it better. It also made it better if I stretched like back. I would grab like a door jamb or something and kind of pull back. It's kind of helpful. So tell me in the, we're kind of coming to a close in our last couple minutes here of our stretch, but tell me when you are feeling that kind of tension in your own life, what are some things that, you do to release the tension? I know music is a big one that people recommend, stretching, breathing. What else? Maybe nobody's feeling tension right now. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to tell you right now, fall is the hardest time of year for me. And no one ever believes me because I'm always like pretty happy and I smile a lot and I giggle. But fall is rough. I think it's because I end up sitting down so much and I'm not out moving around and I'm not in the sunshine. So, ooh, baths. That's an amazing answer to that. Thank you. Yes, baths. Ooh, and a good massage. Yes. And time, Kyle, with right. I love it. Okay, that's it. One more big stretch. One more thing that releases tension is a big deep breath out. And we're headed into our last work section. So let's walk our fingers onto the keyboard. And if you're a writer, let's get some work done. If not, have fun doing whatever you're creating in the next 15 minutes. Here we go. And that's 1 minute. So push through to your last minute. We did it! Yay! Thank you so much, all of you who stayed with me and enjoyed our time together. Please tell me in the chat, what did you get done today? I hope it was productive. I got to work on a little children's book that it's a little middle grade book that I'm writing about girls on a treasure hunt. And with what I was talking about, I focused on the light and shadow of the mountains and the trees. So that was really fun. And then I wrote a line of gratitude for walking in honor of your comment about like relieving tension for going on walks. And also the idea that like how grateful I am that I can walk, that's a choice for me. Anybody wanted to tell me what you got done, that would be amazing. Give us like 1 more minute and we'll wrap up. Thanks again so much for coming. I want to remind you about our scary story contest. It's only 500 words or less. It's on a secret. We really hope that you'll join it. If you are one of the winners, we're going to read yours live and you'll get a $25 gift card. So it's pretty amazing. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks again, everyone, so much for coming. I really appreciate you. If you would don't mind, please be kind enough to like. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. It supports our network. Oh, thank you all so much for coming. It's just coming in all the great stuff you did. We're writing reports. We're getting ready for a newborn. We're editing and trying to find out what we're missing. That's always the question. What are we missing? Well, I didn't miss you today because you joined me, and I want to thank you all so much for coming. Yubsy and Gently Lace and Kyle, I really appreciate you. Thanks to everyone who's not commenting but still with me. Have an amazing Monday. Bye.